In today's digital landscape, launching a website has become more accessible than ever. Whether you're starting a personal blog, an online portfolio, a business website, or a side project, the first and most critical step is choosing a web host. This decision often boils down to two primary options: free web hosting or paid web hosting. While the allure of free is undeniable, it's essential to understand the trade-offs involved. On the other hand, paid hosting services promise better performance, features, and support, but at a cost. If you're unsure whether to go with a free or paid hosting plan, in this video we delve into the free versus paid web hosting. What you should know before you choose. Understanding free web hosting. Free web hosting refers to a service where hosting providers offer server space at no cost. These platforms are often supported by advertising revenue or limited time trials that upsell premium features. Popular platforms like WordPress.com, Blogger, Infinity Free, and Wix offer versions of free hosting to attract beginners and hobbyists. At first glance, free hosting can seem like an excellent opportunity, especially for someone just getting started or creating a small personal site. There's no financial commitment, and the setup process is usually simple and fast. These services often come with built-in templates, basic analytics, and drag-and-drop interfaces. They're aimed at users who have minimal technical experience and just want to get a site online quickly. However, this convenience comes with significant trade-offs. Free hosting plans are inherently limited in performance, storage, bandwidth, and features. Most of them display ads on your website, ads that benefit the hosting provider, not you. Moreover, your domain will usually be a subdomain, which looks unprofessional and hinders brand credibility. The pros of free web hosting. Despite its limitations, free hosting does have some notable advantages, particularly for certain use cases. For example, it's great for students learning web development, hobbyists, or people experimenting with online publishing. One major advantage is zero cost. If you're on a tight budget or just exploring web design for the first time, free hosting gives you a chance to test the waters without spending a dime. A blogger who's unsure about committing long-term can use a free platform to publish a few posts and evaluate the process before upgrading. Free hosting also allows for fast deployment. Many services offer pre-built templates and one-click publishing, making it easy to go live in just minutes. This is ideal for temporary projects like event pages, beta websites, or MVPs, minimum viable products that don't need full-scale functionality. Furthermore, free web hosting can act as a sandbox for learning. Beginners can practice HTML, CSS, and WordPress basics on platforms like 00 Web Host or GitHub Pages without worrying about financial investment or accidentally breaking a paid site. The cons of free web hosting. While free hosting has its place, the disadvantages become glaringly obvious when you attempt to scale, customize, or professionalize your website. Perhaps the most significant issue is the lack of reliability. Free hosting services often experience downtime, slow speeds, or server overload due to resource sharing among thousands of users. Another major concern is limited bandwidth and storage. Most free plans cap your data transfer and disk space. If your site gains traffic or hosts large files like images or videos, you may quickly exceed those limits, resulting in a suspended site or forced upgrade. Lack of support is another huge drawback. Free hosting providers usually offer little to no customer service. When things go wrong, and they often do, you're left scouring forums or FAQs for solutions. For businesses, this can be disastrous, especially if your website is your primary customer touchpoint. Perhaps the most troubling issue is loss of control. You don't own the server or have access to advanced configurations. You can't install custom plugins or applications. Worse still, your site can be removed without warning if you violate the provider's terms of service, even unintentionally. And with a subdomain like yoursite.provider.com, your SEO potential and branding are severely limited. Understanding paid web hosting. Paid web hosting, as the name suggests, requires a financial investment, depending on your needs. You can choose from shared hosting, VPS virtual private server, dedicated hosting, or managed WordPress hosting. Providers like Bluehost, SiteGround, Hostinger, DreamHost, and A2 Hosting are popular in this space. With paid hosting, you're essentially renting space on a server with guaranteed resources, professional support, and the freedom to configure your website however you like. It's the most reliable option for anyone serious about their online presence, be it a blog, e-commerce site, portfolio, or digital business. One of the key benefits is the ability to use a custom domain name, e.g. yourwebsite.com, which immediately boosts credibility and trust. Your site won't have ads you can't control, and you gain access to a professional email address using your domain name, e.g. info@yourwebsite.com. The advantages of paid web hosting. Paid hosting services offer a wide range of benefits that free platforms simply can't match. First and foremost is performance and reliability. Most paid hosting companies guarantee uptimes of 99.9% or higher, ensuring that your site remains accessible and fast, which is critical for user experience and SEO. Another benefit is better security. Paid hosts include features like malware scanning, SSL certificates, DDoS protection, and regular backups, essential for protecting your site from cyber threats. Some also offer staging environments, automatic updates, and firewalls to further secure your web presence. Paid plans typically come with robust customer support, including live chat, email, or phone assistance, often 24/7. This is invaluable when you run into technical issues or need help configuring plugins or managing databases. Scalability is another major advantage. Paid hosting plans allow you to start small and scale up as your traffic or business grows. You can easily upgrade from shared hosting to VPS or dedicated hosting as needed. This flexibility ensures your hosting plan evolves with your goals. Lastly, customization is key. Paid hosting gives you full access to your control panel or similar, FTP, MySQL databases, and various programming environments. This allows you to install content management systems, develop custom features, or integrate third-party services, something free hosts rarely support. The costs of paid hosting. Is it worth it? While paid hosting brings many benefits, it comes at a price. Shared hosting can start as low as $25 per month, while VPS hosting might range between $20 to $100 monthly depending on the features. Dedicated servers and managed hosting plans are even more expensive. However, this cost is often a small investment compared to the value gained, especially if your website is tied to your personal brand or business revenue. A slow, unreliable, or insecure site can cost you far more in lost credibility and customers than a monthly hosting fee. It's also worth noting that many paid hosts offer free trials, money-back guarantees, or steep discounts for the first year. This makes it easier to start with minimal risk while still gaining access to superior tools and performance. Conclusion: make the right choice for your goals. The decision between free and paid web hosting ultimately comes down to your goals, technical ability, and long-term plans. Free hosting may work well for experiments, practice, or non-critical sites, but it's limited in every way: performance, customization, scalability, and support. Paid hosting, on the other hand, empowers you to create a robust, professional online presence with the reliability and control necessary to grow and succeed. If you value your time, brand, and visitors' experience, investing in paid hosting is a decision that pays for itself many times over. Before making a choice, reflect on your purpose, your audience, and your plans for the future. In most cases, especially if your site is more than just a personal hobby, paid hosting is the smart and sustainable path forward.